Hi guys, welcome back to our channel Subject Meets Space, where you're going to learn at your own pace. Today, we are going to start our most important topic, which is software development lifecycle. Meaning, we are going to understand how a software is actually developed. So let's move forward. So, getting an idea to implement as a software and the process involved in this is called as software development lifecycle, meaning it is a life cycle of a software which is used to just create an idea to create a software web application. In simple terms, it is step-by-step process which is used to develop a software application. It explains how a software moves from idea to final delivery. Understood? Basically, you get an idea, but to reach it to the final stage, we do the process, and that process is called as software development lifecycle. Even in real life scenario, we set a goal to get a good job, good school, good admission in college, and we do the process to get it. That process is our cycle. Similarly, from idea stage of software to developing an actual software, and the process in between that is called as software development lifecycle. So I guess we have clearly understood what exactly is SDLC, like just a definition part. So you can just take a screenshot of where you can see these definitions. Great. Let us move forward. Now, this is the main stage where we are going to understand how a software is actually developed. And this is the most asked interview question. What are phases of SDLC? So you can see we have application development and to develop an application, we have 7 stages. We'll just check each stage, everything properly, but let's understand what are these 7 phases. First phase is requirement analysis. Second phase is requirement gathering. Third phase is designing. Fourth is development. Fifth is testing. This is where testers will play an important role. Next is deployment, and next is maintenance. Okay, so these are the 7 phases of SDLC. Mind it, this is a very important interview question. Definitely, they will ask this question. So again, let's see. The first is requirement analysis, requirement gathering, design, development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. These are the 7 phases of software development lifecycle. Got it? Now you take a screenshot of this as well. And then let's move forward. Great. Now let's move forward. Okay. So what exactly happens? Now, he is the client. Client approaches the company and client says that please develop me a software application. Got it? Now, let's see how it is developed step by step. So first phase of SDLC is requirement gathering. So We will understand. We means I'll every time use we. So we stands for like company. Now company will understand what exactly client wants. So now client will give all information to the company that he wants this. Now in this case, let's see what exactly client wants. Okay, so client approaches the company and said, okay, I want a foodie application. I want a food application known as foodie. Now, when a user logs in, first page, I need a login page. And when user click on login, he would be asking a phone number. And once a phone number is given, he will receive a OTP. After successful login and after successful login, all hotels would be listed. And under each hotel, you're going to display all the items present in that hotel. Means food item A, food item B, food item C, food item D, food item E. And under those food items, you're going to give us the rates. 80 rupees, 90 rupees, 110 rupees, 75 rupees, 25 rupees. And he says, please give me a button so that if item A is required, the consumer can just click on add to foodie cart and he can add to the cart. Next is the payment page. Client said that he wants a payment page. Here, where the app should show payment successful. And after payment successful, user should redirect to the application and he needs to get a message order confirmed and will deliver your order by so and so time. So clients, now this is the requirement gathering phase. Now client has completely given information about what he wants, which is called as requirement gathering. Client gave it to the company. Now company will next step of the SDLC is requirement analysis. So after client gave all these information, business analyst team or the team of analysis will do check the feasibility of application and its features if this is really possible or not. Means it would be a simple checklist of the application like, okay, this we can develop, this we can develop, but this we cannot develop, and this we can develop. And then again, after analysis, it goes back to the client and company explains that we have completed the requirement analysis and these are the feasibility of your features. Are we good to go? They will ask. Company says yes, we are good to go. Then we will start the third phase, designing team. Now, who is the designing team? In a company, UI UX team are the designing team. They are the ones who give soul to the software application. Meaning, they are going to design the complete website exactly like what user wants. So designing team will make design of all these pages which client have to. And again, UI UX, after this UI UX development, again it would be go through going through a review process with the client, and after client confirms it, there we start the development where they're going to give what we say life to the design. So dev team is going to implement the design version. Now UI UX team just gave these, okay, these are the pages you guys need to develop. Now you guys develop. Now development team will start developing all these applications, all these pages slowly. So that is the development phase. Next phase is testing phase. This is where we come into the picture. We are going to test end to end. We are going to test with the requirement, test the bugs, test the application. We are going to find out the bugs. We are going to break the system to make the system more stable. So, testers will ensure that software is working fine or not. Next is the deployment phase. In this phase, once we testers give a go ahead, they will deploy the application to production and then client will start using it. This deployment phase will be only completed once the testers will give a confirmation go ahead. Hence, testing is super important. If there is any small mistake or small troublesome mistake, then we are like in a good trouble. So, our main focus is that client should not have any problems while exploring the application or while using the application. So phase 6 is deployment. Once testers give ahead, they will deploy the application and users will start using the application. Next is our maintenance phase. Now what will happen after deployment? Our work doesn't end here. Maintenance fee of We are going to maintain the application. Now the users will use the application. They might find bugs, and if those bugs comes in, we need to restructure, we need to rework on the bug. We need to go to development team, and once development fixes, we need to deploy the issue fix again, and then it will go to user. So this is the maintenance phase. Even after the application is successfully launched, we are going to maintain the complete application. So these are the 7 phases of SDLC. Now here is another important interview question. What is verification versus validation? Now, in this phases of 7 phases, you can see till design means before development is the verification phase. So, which one is it? Requirement analysis to designing part. Here, we are questioning that are we building the right product is the verification. Now, after deployment, the testing phase, the main phase is that did we build validation means did we build the right product. So this is the difference between verification and validation. Verification means questioning ourselves that did we build the right product, and validation means we need to we need to check and ask ourselves like did we build the right product is called as verification versus and validation. In simple terms, before development is the verification phase, and after development the testing phase is called as validation. So this is the most important interview question. Please take a screenshot and try to understand it. So verification is nothing but the first 3 phases: requirement analysis, gathering, and design. Here we are just checking if we are on track to build the right product. And after the development is done, there comes our there we come into our picture, which is testing. We are going to understand if we build the right product or not. So this is it for today, and tomorrow we are going to learn more about, let me just, yeah. So that was it for today's class, and tomorrow we are going to learn, let me just write. software development lifecycle models. So this is also the most important lecture which you guys need to follow. So today we have understood how is software developed and what are the phases. In next video, we are going to understand the models from which the software is developed. Like we have three models: waterfall, agile, and V model. We are going to understand in depth of these models slowly and slowly. So yeah, thank you for attending today's section. Thank you.